What's up, nerds? Back with another video. So I normally don't do like comebacks to stuff, right? But because of something, like specificity of stuff that happens, I had to go back and make a second part to this Let's Go Brandon shit, right? So chilling in chat, fucking vibing out in Discord, whatever, having a good day, right? And some dude just comes in, new guy, new talker, right? First thing he does when he comes in is, "Let's go, Brandon." And he's got, you can tell, his fucking icon is a shirt that says "Stable Genius," a Trump reference. He has, the only other time, I'm sorry, so it's not, he's like second time chatter, right? And the first time chatter, he was talking about like, government's trying to get into your internet, gonna try and splice into, you're gonna hack you and all this, all this shit. So already, the image he has put forth, and stuff like this is, obviously, if you can read between the lines, he's a pro-Trump person, right? And then coming in with the "Let's Go Brandon," the pro-Trump shit, it's like, it just like, it doesn't surprise me, right? Like, I see where it comes from, right? But it's like, why? Why? So I hit him with the, he comments it right in the group chat, in all chat, right? And I'm like, we don't do that here. we don't do that here. This is, first off, this is mostly European people, right? And second off, fuck politics. None of us come to this fucking shit for politics. And regardless if I personally agree or disagree with you, that's not what this is about. It's about having respect for the other people that I share this room with, right? This group chat with. And so that's really, what I tried to explain. And his response, probably on point with, like, his personality type, right? His response was, it could be any Brandon, or like, Brandon's, it was Brandon isn't specifically American, right? And it's like, bro, we see what you post. We see what your shirt is. You're obviously a fucking Trumper, and you're gonna sit here and pretend like you don't, like, oh, I just said, "Let's go, Brandon," just as an intro, just saying it in the chat. Yeah, he. It's like, what, like, it honestly makes me think that you're like some like, you're actually like a liberal person trying to see if you can like trigger people by being this like hyper image of what like you think a Trump supporter would be, like, it's like you're trying to like play like a character, it's not even like you're like a person, it's like, it's like, bro, it's like, do you think we can't put 1 and 2 together? Do you think we're like stupid? Do you think we're 12? And I just had to make this video because really it's like, bro, this is like the problem. This is the fucking problem. It's like, why did you have to just come in, try to bait people, and then like pretend not when you get called out? It's like, bro, it's fine if you voted Trump. No one here cares if you voted Trump, right? But people care that you're lying, you're being fake, you're trying to pretend like you're like, like that's what we don't do here, And I just had to talk about this and clarify because I made a video about like this whole like "Let's ban Brandon" thing, or "Let's go Brandon" thing, and now we've got Southwest Airline. Now they're like, they just came out and they're like, oh, now we have to, it's like, they act like we're the childish ones. Oh, I guess if our Southwest pilots aren't adult enough to handle not saying "Let's go Brandon," then I guess we're just going to have to ban the word. Like, putting it on the pilots. Like, oh, you immature pilots, how dare you say "Let's go Brandon"? It's like, what does that mean? It's not a curse. What does that mean? Then that's when it's like, oh, that's what this means? That's what you guys are doing? It seems like maybe everybody's kind of an asshole and a child, and this is so fucking a clown fiesta world. You know, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, yes, maybe the pilots are being childish, and what are they being childish about exactly? Oh, they're being childish about not being able to say fuck Joe Biden, you know, when you're chanting at a public sporting event and the mainstream media, who is totally unbiased, decided to pretend like they weren't doing that. It's like, oh, that's what they're being childish about. Interesting. And so the reaction to that is to ban a phrase now. You know, it's like, oh, so what happens if something, I guess we're just gonna, is that what you're gonna do? Because that kind of seems to me a little bit like you're playing a game. And newsflash, who are games traditionally designed for? Oh, children. Oh, what? Oh, wait. But adults play games all the time. Oh, I wonder if adults at some point in their life were at an age where they were more impressionable. Younger one would, oh man, again, I try not to be like preachy in my videos. I try and like play both sides and try to, be like as like open as I can, but let's be fucking real. This is fucking childish. There's no way to fucking swing it. You can't spin around in a circle. We're having these adults who are too afraid to admit that, God forbid, someone doesn't agree with them. Oh, someone doesn't agree with me. Oh, God, I can't let anybody know that someone doesn't agree with me. Versus these people that are so tired of being told to shut the fuck up that they are literally coming around like it's like these people that are perceived as oppressed so heavily that they are now playing this game where they try to be as not spicy as possible, but somehow end up being so spicy that it's now you can't even like, let's go Brandon. That's what we're banning our pilots from saying on their, like, is this really that big of a fucking problem? Or, oh, oops, oh, is this maybe childish? Holy shit, I just had to make another video about this because I just couldn't fucking believe it. I mean, like, holy shit, like this kid comes into the chat just to fucking bait, just to like, what, like, are you literally 12 years old? Like, are you, quite literally, are you 12 years old? He got banned. He's not in the fucking server anymore. Just so you know, the ending of the story is he got banned and he's fucking out. And it's not because he's a Trump supporter. Because I'm all good with Trump, baby. It's that you're coming in, trying to bait, actively lying, and like specifically going against like when you're told something, you know? That's why you get banned. And some of these people, you know, it's insane to me. It's like they try so hard to get noticed, and most of the time, it's in a fucking annoying way. And then the second someone with power goes, shut the fuck up, bonk, they're like, oh God, I'm so oppressed. This is like, you know, I'm so curious if this person thinks that they got banned. It's like, ooh, this chat doesn't like Trump supporters. It's like, bro, there are so many fucking Republicans and Trump supporters and different like conservative and libertarian type people in this server. Like, you're just a fucking child, okay? That's why you got banned. And people that do this let's go Brandon bullshit as a way to like get attention, it's like, I get it, you know? Like, I get the situation that you're in, right? Just consequences have actions, all right? Like, fucking understand. Like, did you really expect them to just be okay with this? I mean, obviously airplane pilots do not watch Twitch, so they don't have like this, this correlation I'm about to make, right? But Z Laner dresses up as Dr. Disrespect. There's no rules that say you're not allowed to dress up as Dr. Disrespect, right? But are you surprised when he gets banned? Like, it's stupid. The whole situation is stupid, right? But it's like, don't act like surprise Pikachu face. When actions have consequences. Surprise Pikachu face. Liberals that we make fun of for always going too far and taking things too far and doing things excessive like this. Oh my God, we say something. Surprise Pikachu face. They act like we can't. Like, I mean, fucking Christ. Like, and if you're wondering, like, oh, you seem to like, one of the things that I get frequently, mostly from my dad, right, is you always contradict yourself. You're always on the fence. It's like, no, I'm thinking about the whole argument, right? It's not like if I'm bringing things up on both sides and talking about it, it's because, surprise, it's like I'm thinking about like it as a fucking comprehensive argument. Oh, if I bring up things that the left say, I wonder how I learned and thought of these things. Oh, I bring up things that the right say. I wonder if it's like the whole, ideally, the takeaway from this video, if you're like, this is all fucking childish, that's the whole fucking point. It's all a big fucking joke, bro. Like, and people get caught up in this whole argument and dealing back and forth, and it's like everybody's an asshole in this. We're all like, this whole situation, you need to understand the context of that before you can start criticizing what happens inside. Because if you don't understand the big context of it, you sound like a fucking asshole, right? Because then someone is just gonna go, oh, well, bop, 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 what about this? Bop, bop, bop. And then it's like, well, now you're kind of going to make me address that instead of addressing the whole big problem, which is that I wonder who's pulling all the strings. So, this is a, public, thing, political thing, right? But last time I checked, Southwest Airlines is a private company. And everybody seems to really care a whole lot about what private companies do. And, it's just, I miss when I could talk to people about going after the big money that runs all this, right? Because for me, that's where the buck ends. It's like, this is all incredibly childish and getting so much attention instead of the fact that people care more about like Southwest Airlines standing up for Trump than they do with the fact that airlines got hundreds of millions of dollars of our money for free. They did nothing. They did nothing to get hundreds of millions of taxpayers' money. And it's like no one cares that they're not doing anything with our money, but people care. It's like, oh, I don't care that, you took 30% of the entire infrastructure package from a year and a half ago. I did a video of it on this channel, but no one cares about that. But the second that fuck it, it's like, oh, all those long lines to the TSA, overpacking, all these different problems that all these airplanes have, and we're giving them all this free money and they didn't solve all that. Yeah, but oh man, but you guys banned Let's Go Brandon. Sheesh, that's what I really wanted. It's like, fucking open your fucking eyes, people. Please. All right, that's it. Smoke grass, eat ass, deuces.